Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel, and yes, it is time for another one of those videos again. And I'm happen to be recording this video the day that I'm also going to be doing a Spooktober stream, so that's why the makeup is giving Corpse Bride vibes. I kind of wanted to talk about things on this channel, as I periodically like to do. I hope this doesn't come as a big shock to anybody, but for the past 6 months or so, I have been really burning the candle at both ends, and it's caught up to me in a negative way, as such things such as burning the candle at both ends will do. So basically, from November and December, I am going to be going on a little hiatus, so to speak. And what this basically means for the channel is that I am going to stop doing uploads regularly on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Now, why am I doing this? So I'm primarily going to be doing this for my mental health. Like I said, I've been really burnt out. My day job is going to be really busy in the next couple months, and I've also got a couple of side freelancing gigs taking up a lot of time. Some freelance writing gigs also that I need to pay attention to. So I'm going to be basically working very significantly these next couple of months and into the new year. I also want to take the time to focus on other projects like Fever, which many of you know is my survival horror RPG that I've largely had to put off because I was working on my thesis film Serotonin, and I really want to get back into making Fever. I mean, I was given a grant to work on the game, and I gotta say, it doesn't really reflect well on me as a person that I haven't done much work on it, and I didn't even release a demo like I was supposed to back in June. I haven't been able to release a demo. QWERTY, of course, has been like wonderful and understanding, and they haven't put pressure on me or anything like that, but it's rather that I want to take the time to put pressure on myself to focus on something that I actually really do care a lot about and just have been ignoring because I had no time to divide to it otherwise. There's also other reasons, such as you guys might know that like I've been preparing for my MFA thesis defense. That's going to be happening in November, so I really need to set aside whatever extra time I have in November to be doing things to prep for that thesis defense. There's tons of paperwork that I have to do. There's an entire paper I have to write, which I've been working on, and it seems fine, but again, I'm nervous about it. And then just kind of in general, like I need to spend time with others. I moved into a new place, as I'm sure that you guys can tell, and I just kind of want to spend some time, hanging out with other people, exploring, doing things that I've been putting off doing because I've been so busy with work and school, and also making sure that I keep up on the channel. Oh, another thing to point out, Serotonin, my thesis film, is going to be submitted to festivals, and in the upcoming year, I'm probably going to need to be traveling around like a lot more to be able to attend these festivals and talk about Serotonin and network and meet with other filmmakers, because that's something that I really want to do. It's been kind of insane that I've been able to do that, like in retrospect, but pride for myself in retrospect. At the time, I think it was very hard. So what does this mean for the channel? That, I said that I was going to stop I was kind of going to go on a hiatus in November and December. And I said that I was going to stop uploading regularly on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Does this mean that I'm going to stop the channel altogether? No, I'm not quitting the channel. I still love making videos, and I still want to make videos for the channel. I probably, in fact, will be posting some videos during the months of November and December, but I'm more likely going to be leaning towards streaming since that's very low maintenance, and that's something that I can do very, very easily. The streams are going to be public for everybody here during this time, so that I can kind of just get into the habit of playing games and talking with you guys, and having kind of those conversations and having that kind of community that we've grown to have on this channel. But there's not going to be any regular schedule to it, and even after I come back from this hiatus, there's no schedule to it. So the hiatus more so in November and December is, don't expect me to upload videos. If I do, that's cool. But once that's over, I will probably be uploading videos semi-regularly again, and doing more streams again, starting in January. The reason why I'm not going to be doing a regular schedule on the channel anymore is because that, I put a lot of time into this channel. We're still not at 1,000 subs yet, and unfortunately, I've noticed YouTube is actually starting to flag my videos for inappropriate content as I'm inching ever so closely to monetization. Wow, how convenient. And as you guys know, YouTube has like this 3 strikes and you're out policy, so I wouldn't really be surprised if I ended up getting hit with strikes at like 999 subs. The subscriber count is doing well. That's not like my issue. My issue is the view counts. I've been playing a lot of games on this channel that, aside from Camp Buddy, but even that interest has been waning. I've been playing a lot of games on this channel that I think because they're not new releases, they're not getting a lot of attention and therefore they're not getting a lot of hits. The issue that I think that the channel has is that I've actually been hyper-focusing on consistency. So I know that consistency in uploading videos on the regular is a really good way to attract people to, you know, subscribe to your YouTube channel and to engage with your viewers. But unfortunately, it also matters what kind of content you put up. And if I'm doing, you know, if I'm doing weekly episodes of Camp Buddy when somebody else has already done like 20-ish videos on Camp Buddy and does it like immediately after release, that's not exactly translating into good views for my channel, which is why I don't think the Tuesday-Thursday upload schedule makes sense anymore. In fact, what I would prefer to do is if there's like a new game that's released, like say for example Call Me Under, when that finally comes out in 2022, that's a game that I would rather, like, every single day for, you know, a week or so, you're going to get a new video of that episode, and then maybe it's going to be like a week-long break before you hear from me again, unless I find something else that I really want to put onto the channel. So that's kind of what I'm thinking more along the lines is what I have to do for the schedule, and I have to also kind of do it for my own sanity. It doesn't make sense for me to just find a game to play just for the sake of getting it uploaded consistently on my channel if I'm not super passionate about the game or if I'm not super into the game. I mean, it just makes sense to me. I mean, like, who cares really about me uploading a video of Coffee Talk when Coffee Talk was released almost a year ago now? Like, who's gonna watch that? I mean, you guys will. And I know that you guys will. But it's a lot of work for one video, and it doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't seem like, it just doesn't seem really like a good use of my time, and it doesn't really seem like I'm giving you guys the kind of content that you would want to see on the channel. And again, like, I'm proud of the work that I've done on the channel, and I love supporting indie games, but I also feel like I've pigeonholed myself on this channel, and I kind of want to break out of that a little bit. I want to do more story time related videos or animated stories about like my life experiences. I want to do more videos about different pieces of media, like I've done with Q-Force recently and Chicago Party Mom. I've got like one in the works for Owl House, talking about kind of the betrayal of Lumity and why it's important for reasons you wouldn't expect. Which I'm really, really excited about. And I want to put my degree to work, so to speak, when it comes to talking about shows, because you guys have shown that you like it when I talk about like my opinions on media. And I also want to do some streams of putting together Fever and Unity and just like hanging out with y'all. And this is going to be also a little controversial of a statement. I want to stop playing as many visual novels as I've been playing. Let me be clear here. I absolutely do not hate visual novels. Visual novels are responsible, almost entirely responsible, for this channel's success. And I have other visual novels that, in fact, I want to play for this channel regardless of whether or not they're going to do well, like, view count-wise. Visual novels are great games, and they're generally inexpensive and super accessible, which is why this channel highlights them so much, is because I want to give you guys games that you're going to be able to go out and play and try yourself and have conversations about on, you know, in the comment section. But the problem with me hyper-focusing on visual novels and including so many visual novels is that I happen to ignore so many other types of games that I would enjoy playing. I own Disco Elysium, Tell Me Why, Elecon, Backbone, A Plague Tale, all these wonderful games, and I haven't played any of them so far. I literally have not had the chance to play any of them. Games that I've had sitting for months, haven't touched them once, and if I'm going to be somebody who plays games regularly on my channel and offers feedback on them, I need to really have a holistic understanding of the other types of games coming out, even if they're things that I wouldn't normally play. Like, if I don't know what Disco Elysium is, I gotta say, like, that doesn't reflect well on me as, like, a gamer. And maybe that's just me taking things too seriously, but I really would like to play other types of games because it's so important for me to understand different aspects of narrative design as it applies to different kind of game styles. So that's like just something that's personally important to me. And then besides that, besides the fact that like there's other types of games that I haven't been able to play yet, within the past 6 months, I've been the judge for like a couple of different game jams and festivals that have entries which consisted almost entirely of visual novels. And like any genre of gaming, visual novels have their limitations, and in the past 6 months, I've been exposed to all of them. So streaming Omori with the Patreon people, I don't know if you guys are Patreon supporters, you won't have seen the streams because they were private. So I think that some people might be like looking through the video uploads and being like, when did she post this stream? But I did a private stream with my Patreon supporters for Omori, and that was some of the most fun that I've had in running the channel in months. And I hate turn-based RPGs. I say as somebody that made a turn-based RPG, but like I usually just genuinely like I find the battle mechanics in those games tend to be boring and monotonous, but Omori was just such a blast, and it just got me to think I just want to play more RPGs, like more point and clicks, more everything that's not a visual novel. I don't want to disappoint anybody. I know that it might be a little bit hard to learn that I'm not going to be doing regular episodes anymore on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so to speak, and that things are going to be kind of a little more randomized, but I hope that you guys are also excited to see what other kinds of things that I want to do for the channel and other types of things that I can do for the channel. And the closer that it's the 16th of October when I'm filming this video, and the closer that I get to November, like honestly, the better my brain feels, so to speak. The more I'm like, oh look, like I can handle things again. I understand that it can be definitely disappointing, and so if this is the thing that makes you want to leave the channel and unsubscribe, I completely understand. Thank you for being here for as long as you've been, you know, and thanks for following like the journey of the channel for as long as you have been. For those of you, for everybody, honestly, for everybody, I just want to thank you for taking the time to support the channel, for liking, for subscribing, for watching, for sharing, for doing anything that you can do to interact with the channel. It's been a blast, and I'm excited to see what it is that we do in the future. So I hope you are too. And that is going to do it for this rambling video that was vaguely incoherent. And my eyelashes are like distracting me because they're in the corner of my sight here. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this really random video, and I hope you guys are excited. If you like this video, please leave a like. It really does help the channel out. Also consider subscribing. When you subscribe, be sure to hit the notifications bell so you get updates on when I upload future episodes. Really, you should actually now hit that notifications bell more than ever before, because now it's not going to be a Tuesday and Thursday schedule, but you knew that. You've watched this video. You made it this far. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Bye! I would like to give a very special shout out and thanks to my patrons, AceWolf741, Deep Dive Dylan, D. Roberts, Brian White, Devil J, Caleb Putnam, Robin Harper, Bob Conway, Cody Webb, and Maticus Sama.